Sorry for the delayed upload. I've had personal matters to attend to. This is my upload for the week. Cheshire Cat Deku. We start with Izuku manifesting his quirk. His quirk is called Cheshire Cat, allowing him to appear, disappear, teleport. His quirk causes him to be both chaotic and wise, which I haven't brought that up yet, but his quirk is also the reason why he's so smart in this timeline. He grows up with Bakugo and picks up similar mannerisms to Bakugo. They act almost like siblings, a lot alike. Um, in middle school, Izuku and Bakugo are the best on campus. They always match each other in PE grades or gym and shit, whatever where you are calls it. They keep switching top spot in regular classes like education and shit. They always switch who's the best at exams. Zuko has also learned he can control Bakugo's quirk with his. They train for the UA. If you would like to jump in about Hirish Kitten.
Yeah. They basically just do what they happen in canon, but instead of it being with All Might, it's just Bakugo and Izuku cleaning up the beach as they train.
So instead of
Izuku,
Bakugo, so instead of All Might, it's Bakugo. Yeah, pretty much.
yeah. Anyway, while training, Izuku found that he learns how to phase his hands and arms through objects. We then time skip to when they are in the UA exam, after many months of training at the beach. On the
I think
way,
it's anywhere between 3 and 6. I do not remember. Hopefully, we'll get somebody in
yeah.
the comments section saying something about it, correcting us.
On the way to the exam, Izuku goes through a closed door, or not paying attention, at which causes Karchan to mumble. I wish I could do that. And then Ida, being Ida, interrupts present Mike as he is explaining the test, as Ida is a grade A bitch.
I mean, I wouldn't call him a bitch. I think I would call him an asshole or a dick. Not a bitch because a bitch is a weakling. Is low tier trash. Like a tier one sub. He's more as an asshole because he ruins the mood and tries to be teacher's pet and shit. Fuck that. Hey guys, during a practical, Izuku is teleporting around, deactivating robots. Sometimes he phases his arms through, yanking out the technology inside of him. Later on, he meets up with Bakugo, and together they destroy the Zero Porter, saving a girl and passing the exam. Remember that for later. We have not said which girl they save because reasons. In any
We
case,
then times. I
you
thought you
cut
were gonna
off?
say. I thought you were gonna say something.
No.
Okay. We then time skip to Deku and Karchan going to their first day of school at UA, as they talk about which hero they think will be their teacher, as they know, being very smart in this universe, that a hero is going to be their teacher. And when they
Yeah.
enter the class, they go to their desks and keep talking to each other as the other students enter. And Nida comes up to them to tell them to be quiet until the teacher arrives, because of course he does.
Yeah, Bakugo are sitting next to each other in their desks in their chairs with their feet on the desk, talking about nicknames for the other class students, not giving a fuck about Ida because honestly they don't care. And there's your paragraph, kid.
Alzara gets up from the floor where he was sleeping and tells the class that he is their homeroom teacher, confirming the fact that confirming the thought that Izuku and Bakugo had, that a teacher was going to teach them. I mean, a hero was going to teach them.
Keep in mind, nobody knows he's a pro hero yet. By the way, kitten. That
Except for
happens like
Bakugo and Deku.
yeah. They're like, oh wait, that's Eraserhead. They don't say that. They want to see if the other class can figure it out. They wonder if they get bonus points for knowing that.
Probably
Like
not.
as they're leaving class, they leave a note on Alzawa's desk saying, "We totally know you're Eraserhead, Pro Hero Eraserhead. We know that. We 100% know that."
Anyway, Eraser then tells them to go and change into their PE equipment and meet him on the field. Zuko begins planning on how he's going to use his quirk to pass the exam.
When they get to the field, Aizawa tells them that they have to try and throw the ball as far as they can by any means possible, as long as it's thrown and you don't leave the circle while doing it. They all do the same as in canon,
Yeah,
except Izuku, who gives infinity by throwing it and then sending it to space with teleportation. Yeah, that.
yeah.
Zuko also uses his quirk for the side steps and sprints and other stuff to getting very high scores. And there's your paragraph again, kitten.
By the end of the test, everyone gets their canon score except Zuko, who ties with Kochon first. Aizawa then says, "As I said at the beginning, the person who lost will be expelled from UA. But that wasn't completely true. Your fate will be determined by 2 coin flips. If you get heads for either, you'll be expelled, but heads on only one will only get you expelled from the hero course." He then proceeds to flip a coin twice and gets 1 heads and 1 tails. He then looks up and says, "Looks like you're lucky this time." Minoru Mineta.
Yeah.
Baku and Izuku look at each other confused as that Mineta's entire chance of becoming a hero was just risked on 2 coin flips.
Okay, I got this. What the actual fuck?
Aizawa ignoring them, Mineta, go get changed and go to your new class. Either doing his hand thing, Izuku, Bakugo, do not swear during class.
Dude, we train like fucking hell. Fuck you, Four Eyes.
Either fuming and chopping his hand even more, do not swear during class, it is very unhero-like.
Bakugo, wanting to screw with him, goes, Do we or Sensei Eraserhead actually look like we fucking care? As they proceed to stare at Aizawa.
Aizawa, not even phased, just goes, "Look it off, you 3. Class, get changed." They then finish changing and head home.
The next day, Izuku and Bakugo walk to school together. Halfway through the walk, Izuku remembers his quirk, grabs Bakugo, and teleports both of them to class. You're lying, kitten!
Kochon, I was about to say it. You interrupted me. Whatever. Anyway, Kochon in shock, feeling weird after just teleporting. Neku, what the hell are you doing? Don't you remember what happened last time? He then proceeds to look down. At least our clothes stayed on this time.
Izuku goes, See, it's getting better!
Either surprised, early, but kindly do not surprise me like that again. Why are you talking about your clothes in school? It's quite inappropriate.
Bakugo's reaction being like, Oi! Because Neku here teleported us. Last time he teleported me, my clothes didn't stay on.
Mineta then proceeds to burst
Not
through the
Mineta,
door.
Mina.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Mina, sorry, then proceeds to burst through the door with more energy than anyone should have at 8:15 a.m. and just goes, "I hear tea, what's happening?"
Bakugo jumps and goes, Ah, Piggy! Zuko goes,
Zuko just goes
just out of,
uncontrollably.
yeah, out of surprise, he just goes invisible.
Mia just goes, "Is it just me, or did the broccoli boy just disappear?"
Bakugo replies, Nah, he's invisible, but I can totally see him. It's what happens when you're around him long enough. You are able to see him while he's invisible. Don't ask me how it works.
Mineta looking at Bakugo confused
Mina.
goes,
You need to get that right.
"Yeah, why I keep Mineta by accident?" Mina looks at him confused. "The fuck you mean he's only invisible to you?"
Well, he's not invisible. Bug goes, well, he's not invisible to me. He's invisible to you guys. And I can 110% heat him. Bakugo walks over, screws with his hair, and goes, "Ain't that right, kitty?"
I meant to say visible,
Yeah,
but because I made a mistake in the script by writing invisible, I made a mistake when speaking.
yeah.
Anyway, either just go after calming down from being surprised, just goes, "Let's stop conversing and wait for the teacher to arrive, as it is rude to talk in class without the teacher approving."
Both Izuku and Bakugo go, "Fuck you, Four Eyes. Sensei is behind his desk already asleep. If you don't believe me, go check."
Mia just goes and checks behind his desk. Yep, he's here. And Ida just in reaction to Bakugo, again chopping his hands at the speed of light. "No swearing in class, it is very unheroic."
Bakugo says, "Bitch, I do what I want." Izuku goes, "Screw you, Four Eyes. You can't stop us. The fuck you gonna do about it?"
The second that Mina realized that they said that not at the same time and it was two different things, just looks at them and goes, "Huh, I thought that he was a parrot in disguise as he kept saying the same stuff as you. Neat."
Both Bakugo and Izuku go, "How dare you, Pinky!"
You just proved my point.
Izuku teleports onto Mina's shoulders, and Bakugo starts exploding with his hands. And they both go, "You want to repeat that?"
Ida
Like,
using
very
his
threatening.
quirk. Ida runs using his quirk and picks her up. "I don't think you should do that." Izuku's clothes then proceed to appear in a pile on the floor as a thud is heard hitting the floor where Mina just was.
Bakugo just goes, "Izu, your clothes! Forrest, look what you did!"
Ida just deadpanning. We can't see him, Dunkoff.
Yeah, close enough. Bakugo smacks Tenya with Izuku's clothes. Bakugo says, "Think about it. If I'm holding Neku's clothes, then what is he wearing?"
Every time I see you write his name as just Baku, I keep accidentally reading it as Baka and it's making me laugh.
I mean, that's kind of what he is. He's a tsundere. A male tsundere, in a way.
Anyway, Ida still deadpan goes, "I know he is not wearing his clothes. But you said look, and as I said, we can't see him, so we cannot look." Mia then proceeds to blush, so much that her whole face has gone an entirely different shade of pink, as she is having a tea overload, as she is witnessing two men talking about a third man being naked.
So he goes, "Well, I'm gonna have to dress Baku in the means room. I'll be back." Baku then proceeds to put Izuku on his shoulders, holding his clothes in his other hand, walking out the door.
Momo then walks in and asks Mina for context, as she blushes, as she heard them talking about him being naked, but has no clue why.
Mina explains this morning's events from her perspective to Momo, talking about how she thinks she was being threatened by Bakugo, but not realizing that Izuku was on her shoulders, holding her in place.
Ida, still deadpan, also adds that they teleported in class together, leaving out the party getting surprised by it. And Mina's blush intensifies as she realizes something.
Yeah, she realizes that she doesn't know when his clothes came off and when they were on. Going, did they come off when he teleported or after he teleported? And I assume this is about Momo. Momo wondered why she felt embarrassed. Could it be she was flustered? She couldn't take it. A few minutes before class is supposed to start, Izuku and Bakugo are in class talking about Izuku's quirk flaws and the heroes in the school and your paragraph, kitten.
As they talk, more of the class comes in and takes their seats as they continue talking about "Let's stop" when Aizawa gets up and starts to speak. Listen up, class. Behave. We're going to be doing a training exercise led by another teacher who will explain more. Now, I'm going back to sleep. As he gets into his sleeping bag and just falls asleep as a big burrito.
A bombastic and loud All Mic enters and explains that they're going to put on their hero outfits, do a hero versus villain training outside, and blah 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 blah. You know, All Mic shit. And your line, kitten.
I just realized a mistake that we
What?
made.
What?
Mineta got kicked out of the hero course.
Yeah.
This paragraph includes Mineta in the class.
Oh shite.
He can't be there if he was kicked out. Oh,
Damn
I
it.
know how to fix this. I know how to fix this. As they enter to change into their hero uniforms, they find Mineta has broken into the boys' changing room for the hero outfits, and is just peeping on the women's changing room. I'm assuming that the different courses have different changing rooms.
I think they all have the same changing room.
Okay, well then Mineta's in there trying to peep on the women from the hero course because he doesn't think that men are going to care that he's, there. But, clearly they do, which as he gets pulled away by thin air and yeeted out the door and teleported to Nezu's office by an invisible Deku. He then and when he appears in Nezu's office, his clothes are not with him. So, yeah, he's gonna have to explain why he's naked to the principal.
As Nezu deals with Mineta, the rest of the class get dressed and meet All Might for heroes versus villains, and that's where we're going to leave off this episode. I apologize, I didn't have enough time to upload or write the rest of the script.